Midweek chat. What is good, everybody? Straight Up Tennessee. We live, baby. We live on this Tuesday night. We calling this the midweek chat because then we'll come back. Obviously, man, we're gonna have a show on Friday of this week. But man, we live, man. Can't wait to see who all joins us tonight. Tonight is Pump the Gas or Hit the Brakes. What you don't know is this is a segment that we're actually going to carry into the football season. This is a new thing. Turner and I have been chopping it up on the phone, and we got 5 things, 5 takeaways from the orange and white game that we're either going to pump the gas on or we hitting the brakes. I'm going to hit the gas, and I say pump the gas. I mean hit the gas. What I say? Pump the gas or hit the brakes? I don't know. How did I label it? I don't even remember, y'all. I think I had it as
pump the gas, hit the brakes.
Yeah, we got to pump the gas. Pump it. Keep pumping it. This is right. Pump the gas or hit the brakes. I thought my own idea was the wrong thing. It's Tuesday, y'all. It is the midweek chat, aka pump the gas or hit the brakes. This is the new segment. Like I said, 5 things from the orange and white game that we want to talk about tonight with you. So if y'all ready, we ready. Y'all already know what it is, baby. It's Straight Up Tennessee. This is the midweek chat. Let's go.
To Northander, sets the race onto the field. The Marlins will be boring the giant team that stretches from that north end ground on a cold day, becoming Lendo as the big orange sets the race on the Shield Watkins Field, ladies and gentlemen, and wherever you are.
What is good? Yeah.
What up?
Hey. Okay. Yeah, we live, baby. What's good, everybody? Welcome to Straight Up Tennessee tonight, man. We live on location. That's like my boy Quentin Richardson says on the Knuckleheads. We live on location, man. Me and the boy D Miles, but it's me and the boy Turner. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby, on this Tuesday night. Hope everybody tuned in is having a great day, great week so far. Just a little update, man. We are doing the midweek chat today, and we will actually have our other show, Chop It Up Friday. It'll still be on Friday, but we will not have a show on Wednesday or Thursday this week. We are doing it tonight, so glad that everybody is locking in with us tonight, man. It is a really good day to have a good day, but I feel like Jeremy Pruitt and his old staff is trying to put a damper on this thing, bro. Have you seen that they're talking Tennessee could potentially, this isn't facts, but it could potentially see a postseason ban. You know, the NCAA is having their meetings this week, and so it's going to be interesting to see what kind of happens there.
I seen that. I don't think we will, personally.
I hope not.
I hope not too. I hope not, because the year we get a ban like that would be the year that we go like insane.
Yep, that's exactly right. But for everybody locked in, man, thank you. Well, they got a boy Adrian. Yes, sir. What's up, Brody? Man, you already know what to do, man. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification right now so you never miss a show, man. We are starting to go live once a week right now. When football season starts, we will be live 2 nights a week. We will be doing our Who Is on Monday nights live, and then we will do our Chop It Up Friday episode kind of live. It will be live, but it really won't because we're going to shoot it on Thursday nights, but it'll feel live and it'll post on Fridays. So hope everybody's having a great week. Like we said, if you're rocking with us right now on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, we're glad you're rocking with us, man. Rate this thing 5 stars, continue to hit this thing and review it, and tell everybody why they need to be a part of the Straight Up Tennessee family. As you could tell from the title of this live, man, tonight, we're literally diving in all things from the orange and white game. I had a quick morning vibe this morning where I talked about 3 things that impressed me and why I felt like, hey, Tennessee is going to be okay. You know, I talked about the future being bright. Man, there's a lot of young guys on this team who showed us like they got some. They have the opportunity in front of them to be great in the orange and white. I talked a little bit about the defensive side. I talked about Joey Hosley. Everybody's so worried about Joey from the orange and white game. Do y'all really think that we're going to call plays that are going to like exploit defenses in a scrimmage?
Yeah, I mean you ain't got no starting receivers on the field. Let's just be honest. Zero.
I saw the boy Squirrel White on the field once. He caught a punt.
That's what he was doing. he caught a couple punts, but that's it.
Literally, the boy was catching punts. So, hey, we're gonna talk about that in just a minute, Adrian. Because Ethan Davis is gonna be a beast. Sadly, he did break his collarbone on Saturday.
At least it ain't his labrum though.
Like right, and I think yeah, they said the collarbone is like 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, it's his opposite shoulder that he hurt too.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he hurt his right. He tore his labrum in his right shoulder,
and his right arm. Yeah,
and then he broke his collarbone in the orange and white game on his left.
That's great. I mean, it's not great, but
6 to 8. I mean, he'll be back.
He'll be fine. I mean, he'll be back ready to lift at summer workouts. You know.
Yeah.
So. But man, Adrian, you jumping ahead of the ball, bro. We got a lot to talk about. So today is our first rendition of Pump the Gas or Hit the Brakes. This is a series that we will do on the midweek chat every single week come football season. Wanted to do it now because obviously we have a game to talk about that we saw. In the future, this will be about the team we're playing that week. So if it's Virginia week 1, Wednesday, it will be Pump the Gas, Hit the Brakes, Virginia edition. This is all about what are the commentaries and the media? What are they all saying about this Virginia team? Are we going to pump the gas and be like, yeah, I mean, they're going to be all right. Are we hitting the brakes on some topics? And so today we've got 5. We've got 5 takeaways from the orange and white game that we want to pump the gas or hit the brakes on. It's either or. Either we're pumping that gas like, yeah, that's going to happen, or we're going to hit the brakes and say, well, this is why I just don't believe that. The beautiful thing about this segment is you guys are going to actually be able to play a huge role in this come football season. When we do pump the gas or hit the brakes come football season, really come summer into the fall, we're going to start asking you guys for questions. Hey, what are some questions you have that you would want us to answer on pump the gas or hit the brakes? I'd be interested to see what you guys have even tonight. Throw some questions in there. We've got 5 already. But if you have something in there that you want to even kind of commentate about and talk about, we will talk about it if we have that time later on in the show. So, Turn, you ready to get it rolling, baby? Pump the gas. Sweet. So obviously, you know, I had a morning vibe this morning. I kind of want to ask you this before I ask the first question.
Okay.
You watching the game, obviously we don't want to spoil any of the answers from these questions, but like, what excited you? You know, like what did you see that you liked? What did you see that you were like, man, I just don't know. Like, I don't know yet.
Man, we kind of talked about it earlier today, man. I think what excited me, honestly, this is going to sound so weird. It excited me just to see Tennessee football playing. I mean, on TV watching Tennessee football, I think it just excited me like, oh, it's getting close. Like, it's almost go time. Excited about anything else? I mean, excited for the future, of course, like seeing Cam Seldon, you know, I think don't want to talk about it too much. He's going to be a baller. You know, Ethan Davis, like all these young dudes at receiver. Caleb Webb had a great catch, you know, but man, it's so hard to tell in the orange and white game because the orange and white game is so vanilla and it's all for the young dudes, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, Gaston Moore looks like a Heisman out there, but I mean, he's going against the dudes that are never going to see the field.
You know, we had a guy comment this morning. Shout out to you, my dog, on that video from the Morning Vibe and said, you know, what do you think about Gaston Moore? What I think about, you know, I'm going to answer that right here. What I think about Gaston Moore is like, it's a Nathan Peterman situation. like somebody has to be royally injured or we are literally on our last leg if he is going to touch the field.
Yeah,
It's just really that simple.
And no offense to him, not saying he's a bad quarterback because I mean he was throwing dimes. Don't get me wrong.
I could throw
But
dots on third string.
Yeah, yeah.
I
With
could.
knowing you're not going to get hit too, that also plays a role in it.
I'm throwing dots, bro. Period. You're gonna be like, that boy nice. That boy extra nice. So
yeah, I mean, that's just my personal opinion. You know, people may agree, but I don't think me personally, I'm able to see anything in the orange and white game except for the young dudes. What they bring into the table.
That's true, man. So before we hop into pump the gas or hit the brakes, man, I want to thank Whitehead Auto Sales, who's our sponsor of the show, man. They continue to do big things in the Knoxville area, holding it down in the car sales business, man. They just opened up their newest location in South Knoxville. Still have their one out in Blount County as well. Go check them out, man. WhiteheadAutoSales.com. All right, Tyron. So number one, are you pumping the gas or are you hitting the brakes that the defense is better, or is the offense just worse?
I'm on defense is better.
So you're pumping the gas on that.
I'm gonna pump the gas. Oh gosh, dude, I don't know, man. This is such a hard question. It's like a two-sided question, honestly. I wish I could pump the brakes. I wish I could hit the gas on the defensive better, and then, or pump the brakes, or pump the gas on defense is better, and hit the brakes on offense worse.
Yeah,
I wish I could do both, but I'm gonna hit the brakes. I don't think the offense is worse. I really am. I'm gonna hit the brakes. I think Joe Milton is the man, and I think he's gonna come out there and ball out because I told you this on the phone earlier. You know, Joe Milton can throw it a mile, and I feel like people are sitting here and they're like, "Yeah, Joe Milton can throw it a mile," but I mean, we'll drop 6 in coverage and we'll just take away the deep ball. Well, we can't forget that Mr. Joe Milton can run the football pretty good.
yeah.
I mean, I think back to that. I think back to that Pitt game. That's a run and a half.
He broke for like 60, bro.
And Joe Milton is faster than Hendon Hooker. So
that is facts. He is. So,
but I also think the defense is better. I think the defense will be better as well. If that makes sense. I mean, it's hard to get worse. If we do get worse on defense, then I mean something is wrong. I'm
gonna pump the gas on the defense is better. And here's why. I feel as if we finally have enough guys to where if ones are really tired, you can send a 2 in and there's no drop off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we've had so much drop off over the last 6-7 years. Like go back to even Butch's last year, man. Like you have Emmanuel Mosley and Cameron Sutton, and then who's behind them? Exactly. Nobody. You know, now you've got Gabe Jeudy-Lally, Danico Slaughter. Who's behind them? Well, you got Kamal Hadden. You got Brandon Turnage. Who's behind them? Well, you got Christian Harrison. You got you know what I'm saying? Like go to the safety position. You start Jalen McCullough and Wesley Walker. Well, who's behind them? Christian Charles, Cameron Walker Jr. Who's behind them? Andre Turrentine, Jordan Thomas. It's like it just keeps going. And so
dude, it's nice to have that.
Yeah, and I don't want to say the offense necessarily got worse, but it was a very underwhelming performance. Now, there was a lot of things that played into that. Not a lot of guys played, yada, yada, yada. We still could have been a little bit cleaner, but I think that is just how it's going to be until fall camp every year of the Josh Heupel offense, because so many new people are going to be learning the offense that are transfers, that are young guys, whatever it is. I don't think the spring game is going to be a great judgment tool at all anymore for us.
Yeah, yeah, I'm 100% with that. I don't think that either.
So, all right, bro, pump the gas or hit the brakes. This is number 2. This is by far Rodney Garner's best defensive line since he's been at Tennessee?
Pump the gas. I think so.
100%. 100%.
I mean, I don't think there's any ifs, ands, buts about that. In my opinion,
I felt like we may have had better talent. Well, sorry. We had more experience. I feel like year
we
one,
got so much more talent though this year, dude. It's
way more
unbelievable. I mean,
talented.
who we lose last year? BY. That's it, right?
Yep.
I mean, that's
no.
literally
You
it.
lost. I mean, you lost Byron Young. You got to think year one, you lost Matthew Butler.
Sure.
You lost. Let's see. We lost some more guys. I can't think off the top of my head, but the biggest loss obviously is Byron Young.
Right. I mean, you got Joshua Josephs, Bryson Eason, like Big O's back. I mean, like, dude, the talent at that position is like insane this year.
I mean, just a few names, like you said: Joshua Joseph, James Pierce, Tyler Barron.
I forget about Tyler Barron,
bro.
I mean, he's been there. This is year 4.
This is his senior year, I think.
Like true senior, yeah. Like,
I'm pretty sure it's his time. It's his
And
time, and so
he needs to get in shape or something because I don't know if I did it because he wasn't playing good, but this man only played like every other possession last year.
Yeah. And I mean, dude, you got young guys, Tyree West, David Hobbs. I don't even think he's on campus yet.
Davian Hobbs.
Yeah, I feel like he's playing basketball. He was playing basketball this semester, so I don't think he even enrolled early. But this is by far, I am pumping the gas. Like, how much gas can I put in this vehicle that is Rodney Garner's?
Facts.
His defensive line. I don't think we have any excuse to have one of the highest sack rates this season. There's just no way, bro. With all that talent and all that young talent. Like, I mean, still, like you said, though, you got DeJoun Terry. You still got Omari Thomas, Bryson Eason, a big bulldog, Elijah Simmons. Then you got Tyler Barron.
You got DeJoun Terry too.
Yeah, you still got Terry.
Tyree West. Dominic Bailey.
My dude? I was about to say Dominic Bailey. Yeah, he was killing last year.
James Pierce. I mean, dude, like, I'm just sitting here looking and like here. If I think this would be the starting if it came out. Tyler Barron, Amari Thomas, Bryson Eason.
Probably Roman Harrison.
Roman Harrison, Aaron Beasley, and Keenan Pili.
That's your front 6 right there.
Bro, I mean, and you got backups. You got freaking Tyree West, DeJoun Terry, Karat Garland, Joshua Joseph, Aaron Carter, freshman, Elijah Herring. Dude,
the list goes on and on, bro. We haven't had this forever, bro.
I wish Elijah Simmons would grow up because he's a freaking.
We may be in luck. I was listening to something today, and it was an interview. I can't remember who was talking, but they were saying Elijah Simmons has been an absolute dog all spring. They said that boy take up 2 gaps. He's been blowing up everything.
He should, man. He's huge.
So,
if we get him, if we can get him to play more than 3 plays before we have to take him out,
it's okay, bro. He got to get his oxygen.
But we were just talking about secondary. Like, I'm just gonna name all the dudes. Like, just it's nice to have these dudes. Like Gabe Judy Lolly, okay, Jalen McCullough, Wesley Walker, Danico Slaughter, and Tamarian McDonald. That'd be my starters in the secondary.
Yeah.
Right there. Behind them, you've got Kamal Haddon, Andre Turrentine, Jordan Thomas, Warren Burrell, Christian Charles. And then Then you go to freshmen, Jalen Smith, Brandon Turnage, John Slaughter, Cameron Miller, Jordan Matthews.
Ricky Gibson, he plays safety.
Dude,
Like, it's bananas, bro.
it is.
So, all right, man. Number 3, you pumping the gas or hitting the brakes on this? Will the tight ends be used way more than we've ever seen in the Heupel era in 2023?
I'm gonna say hit
I'm
the
going-
brakes.
Ooh, okay.
I'm gonna say hit the brakes, man. And I say that comparing it to last year. Ain't nobody gonna do what P. Fant did last year. Now, I think we will. Oh gosh, I think we hit the tight ends in the pass game more this year.
Yeah, I'm going to pump the gas on this because I feel like this year more than anything, our short game will be to tight ends more than it was outside screens. Here's why.
You kind of seen that the first play of the orange and white game.
And the reason I think this is not because we don't have guys that can do that. Squirrel White's going to be a screen machine, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's going. I mean, he's going to probably he'll get targeted 10 to 12 times a game, and 4 of those are going to be screens.
Mm-hmm.
But I think everyone else is such a medium to long range threat, other than Brew McCoy, where he's still a short to medium range. That I feel like the tight ends, those pick and pop routes and those wheel routes, man, like it's gonna be tight ends. Like, and I mean, we saw that, like we said in the orange and white game. First play was a seam down the sideline to Jacob Warren.
Mm-hmm.
The next drive was a pop pass right over the middle to the tight end. So it's like I see the tight ends. I'm pumping the gas 100%, believing that the tight ends are going to get way more targets this year.
Man, I don't know, man. I think, looking back at the Orange Bowl and kind of going through, just remembering the orange and white game. And, it's orange and white game, so you really can't base it off it. But I'm just thinking about the Orange Bowl too. Like, and I don't know if you noticed this too, but like when Joe Milton is in at quarterback, we run the football, but we don't run it that much. We're throwing the football.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going the playbook's going to be completely different. Completely different. It'll be the same, but completely different.
It is, man. And I mean, Jacob Warren's back. I mean, you lose P. Fant. I think you lose some help when it comes to run blocking and pass blocking a little bit, because P. Fant was just a dog when it came to blocking and stuff. But I think you see a lot more tight ends in the passing game. I think you're going to see tight ends with a lot more catches this year than last year.
Yeah. I think we've got 3 really good.
Did McCallan Castles play?
He did. He caught a couple passes.
I don't remember that.
We've got 3 really good receiving tight ends. How they'd fare in the run game is going to be very interesting to see, because obviously we run off the tight end a lot when those running backs start to bounce it a little bit. So that's going to be interesting, though. But I do think I am going to 100% pump the gas that the tight ends will be used more, specifically in the pass game, than we have in the last 2 years. So 2 more, man. Number 4 right here is the 4th takeaway and kind of what we're going to pump the gas or hit the brakes on. Number 4. Are you pumping the gas or hitting the brakes that Joe Milton can actually win the Heisman in 2023?
I'm going to pump the gas because he's got every aspect of the game. I mean, he's the most athletic quarterback. He can throw it a mile. If he plays to his potential, in this offense, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it in my eyes, my opinion. I mean, I'm not, but that's all on Joe Milton. And I think we'll know, honestly, I think you'll know the first game what type of Joe Milton you're going to get this season.
I agree with you. earlier today, Vol Report posted a quick little audio blurb of Aaron Murray, who was a former quarterback at Georgia, who is now a commentator on the CBS Sports Network.
I seen that.
And I have to share this with you guys because this is unbelievable that he said this. Take a listen.
Is the most talented quarterback in America. And I think Nico knew that heading in.
In America? Did you say in America?
He is the most talented. He is the most gifted quarterback in America. He is. He is the best arm. He is extremely athletic. I mean, the dude can, dunk a basketball like it's nothing. I'm watching pregame last year. I had one of their games, and all the quarterbacks are doing all this crazy stuff, having fun before the game, and he's jumping up, catching one-handers in the back of the end zone, dunking it over the damn goalpost. I mean, he's a great athlete, and he's a gigantic human being and can throw the ball 80-plus yards. So, yeah, I think he is the most gifted quarterback in America. Doesn't make you the best quarterback. Once again, Anthony Richardson is the most gifted quarterback right now heading into this draft. Does not make him a best quarterback. Does not make them a for sure NFL superstar. He can throw the ball better than anyone, and we all know his measurables and how athletic he is. Joe's the guy. Joe's
right.
is the most talented quarterback in America, and I think Nico knew that heading in.
In America? Did you say in America?
He is the most talented.
So,
I mean,
it's really simple. Real simple.
Facts.
He is the most gifted and talented quarterback, but he did say a key thing that does not make him the best quarterback. I got to pump the gas as well, man. I just don't. With how we play, Joe is going to have 18 to 25 times a game to go 40 or more yards in the air. And we know this more than anything. The Heisman is a quarterback award, bro. And not only is it a quarterback award at this point, it's a stats game. It's not about, dude, obviously it proved to us last year that winning does not matter to the Heisman house anymore because USC lost their last game of the year. They lost the game before the Heisman ceremony. It obviously means nothing anymore to win. All you got to do is have stats and have numbers.
I was about to say, how many games you think we have to win this year for Joe Milton? Let's say he has a fantastic year, like balls out. How many games do we have to win for him to be in that?
I don't know if it's games won, but we got to be in the top 10 in the country.
Agreed.
I think that's more of where my mind is going. Like, I don't know how many wins that is. Obviously, I mean, that's at least 9 or 10, right?
I would say at least 10.
And so I think you got to be top 10, and I'm even go even further and say you got to be like top 8. I was
honestly gonna say top 5.
And I can see that too. But USC ended the year at like 7 or 8, and that boy won the Heisman. And so it's kind of like winning matters, but it just all the numbers, bro. Numbers.
It's all a popularity contest. And anyway, if Joe Milton starts the year off early and gets a lot of hype around his name, and he keeps it up, then he'll be there. He'll be there no matter what.
100%, 100%. So yeah, Adrian says top 5. He thinks top 5 too. So, yeah, hey, Joe Milton. I'm pumping the gas 100%. Like, he can do it. Like, there's no reason he should have less yards than Hendon did. There's no reason, bro. No reason at all. Because one, there's going to be more opportunities for him to go deep. And honestly, the plays are going to cater to him throwing that thing wherever he wants.
Well, I mean, I think another thing you're going to have to look at with Joe Milton too, and not forget about, is I think Joe Milton is going to have more rushing yards than Hendon Hooker did last year as well.
I would not be shocked to see Joe Milton average around 70 to 85 a game.
I 100% agree with that because I think Joe Milton, a bigger guy. He's a bigger quarterback, big dude. Okay. Hendon wasn't the biggest. You know, he takes a hard hit. I mean, he gonna get hurt, and we seen that in a couple games last year. I think you're gonna see a lot of designed QB runs this year. I'm not saying like a lot, but I think you're gonna see some every game. QB design runs, QB draws, QB powers. I love those QB powers with Milton.
How many of those do you see a game? Like when you say that, I say we see anywhere from 3 to 5 a game.
I was gonna say 5 to 6.
Yeah, I think somewhere to that 3 to 5 mark, and it really does. I think depend on what's the flow of the game, like what's happening early.
Yeah,
Like if we can't get anything rolling, you're gonna see that happen to kind of open up that defense a little bit, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I guess we're both pumping the gas that Joe Milton can win the Heisman in 2023, man. Last one for pump the gas or hit the brakes is this. Are you pumping the gas or hitting the brakes that Cameron Seldon will be the number 1 running back behind Jalen Wright this year? Notice I had said nothing about Jabari Small. We haven't seen Jabari Small play a full year at the University of Tennessee since the COVID year. That was his freshman year. So are you pumping the gas or hitting the brakes that Cam Seldon will be the number 1 running back behind Jalen Wright by the end of the year?
We'll pump the. I'm gonna hit the brakes on that one.
You think it's decent?
I think it's decent. I think Cam Seldon's going to see the field. I think Cam Seldon will see the field more than D. Samp did last year. I do, because like you said, I don't think. No offense to Bari, but I don't think Bari. He just had so many problems with his shoulder. I mean, it's just who knows what's going to happen with Bari. He could come out and like kill it this year and not get hurt, but looking at the past, he hadn't played a full year, so.
It's hard to put your eggs in that basket of Jabari actually playing 12 games.
Yeah. So I'm gonna hit the brakes, man, because I think D. Samp, and once again, I think it's situational too. I mean,
wow.
whoa.
Wow. That's a hot take.
That is a hot
Adrian,
take.
I'd love to know why you think that, because Jalen Wright is your starter, bro. Like, unless he's injured, that man is different. He had plays last year that just kind of wowed me. I was like, I knew you were good, but now he's walking into his junior year, healthy as he's ever been. Literally hold you out of the orange and white game so that he can stay as healthy as he's been since he got to Tennessee. You know, Jalen Wright is RB1 in my opinion. I don't know.
Woo! I think Jalen Wright's RB1. I do, and then I think Dylan Sampson's behind him, then Cam Seldon.
I think I'm gonna pump the gas on Cameron Seldon, not because, and here's why. The difference is going to be this. The fact that Cameron Seldon is a freshman and he's already at 215 pounds, that tells me one thing. He's going to be able to block.
Yeah.
That has been Dylan's kryptonite since he stepped foot on campus. I want D. Samp, but he has not proven to us yet. Still, what, bro? Go watch the orange and white game. Go watch the first drive.
Yeah,
dude, we get a touch sack almost because D. Samp misses a block early. It's like we got to fix that. Like that's got to be fixed. And yeah, Dylan Sampson is probably our most explosive back, but I think Cameron Seldon's way more versatile than Sampson. Watching him, bro, Cam Seldon's first play on the field, they bring him in motion from the right side to the left and throw a quick screen, and he almost scored. Like his first touch, he almost scored, bro.
And I don't know, man. Tennessee's just so hard to talk about offensively because you know it. It's one of them things like you think you know what you're going to get, but you really don't.
We have
Like-
no idea.
Like because man,
We have
these
no
back
idea, bro.
these backs that we got. I mean, I don't not Jabari as much and not Jalen as much, but in my opinion, but D Samp and Cam Seldon, man, they be a problem in the screen game.
Oh, 100%.
Because man, we talk about it. I feel like we talked about this all last year. Please work in some running back screens.
Yeah. I don't think we saw one last year. I know we saw one in 2021 with Tyon Evans because he scored on the play.
He scored, yeah.
But yeah, see Dylan. Hey, look, Adrian said I didn't know he was that tall, 6'2". Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
big
like
dude.
he's massive, bro. Like, and he's a freshman. And the vision on the touchdown run he had to see that the initial gap was not open, to hit a strafe step and then just plant and go. Like that's, bro, Jalen Wright didn't get that till last year.
Yeah.
This kid is a wide receiver turned running back. Let's
He
be
really is.
Let's be reminded. He played receiver most of his high school career. He played running back because he was the guy from his high school that was like, just give him the ball. I don't know how we're going to get him the ball. Just give it to him.
Give it to him.
And
however.
so he's been converted completely into a running back from the wide receiver position and is already doing that now.
Yeah.
I'm like, this kid's going to be special, man.
I mean,
Even my boy Brad Capps was like, 23 is special.
yeah. I mean, you really can't. I mean, you can't forget about Bishop too.
Bishop
is-
won't play this year,
No, he won't. But it's exciting.
he nice.
Exciting for the future.
It is. The future is bright on Rocky Top, man. So,
See, it's also one of them things too. And then I'm done. Like, you got dudes like Bishop. I mean, who knows? Who knows? What if the top two running backs get hurt? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited. It's nice to say like Deshaun Bishop is going to be good, but he's probably not going to play this year. To know we have somebody that good sitting on the bench.
to know that we have somebody that good sitting on the bench.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like what you talked about with defense with depth.
It's true.
So
I want to know, as we wrap up the midweek chat, man, I hope y'all was vibing with the pump the gas or hit the brake segment. We're going to bring this to you every midweek chat come football season. But I like to know what you guys think, man. Leave comments, man. This video is going to stay up forever. This is episode 75, man. We're going to have volume 3 starting. This is crazy, bro. Y'all been rocking with us. Y'all been grinding with us. And volume 3 going to be crazy. Just wait on it.
don't forget too, we got some killer stuff coming here pretty soon.
Oh, yeah. Ollie Lane football camp, June 2nd and 3rd, right there at Gibbs High School in Coreyton, Tennessee. The likes of Joe Milton, Brew McCoy, Squirrel White, Jalen McCullough, Bryson Easton, Parker Ball, man, a lot of the guys that you guys want to hear from, we're going to get the opportunity to chop it up with them on those 2 days, man. We're going to have a lot of content. Can't wait to do that. Excited to just really support Ollie in this, man, and just be in his corner, but also get the opportunity to chop it up with some of the guys on the university. So this has been the midweek chat, man. We love y'all. We appreciate it, man. Thank you guys for rocking with us. You already know what it is, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee. We'll be back on Friday for Chop It Up Friday. And then we'll see you next week after that. For my boy Turner, it's your boy Ruck. You already know what it is, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee. Let's go.